Okay. I am using a 16-ounce Gulf wax box. We're going to cut it up, the wax up, and then we're going to put it in our double boiler and pour in our 2 bags of dark chocolate chips. And while I'm doing all the ingredients and everything for the balls, I'm going to let Mandy be doing the chocolate chips and the paraffin wax.
So we're putting the paraffin wax and the chocolate chips in the double boiler. You know, we've talked about a double boiler before. It has about 2 inches worth of water in it and this on the top. So we improvise our double boiler and it keeps it from burning.
Yeah. Okay. Now, for my ingredients for the Martha Washington balls, it is 1 stick of melted butter, 2 boxes of confectionate sugar, which is 32 ounces.
Woo, she got it, y'all. She got it. I had to fight with her to say 32 ounces.
Well, I just know how I've always done it. I never...
Mama's just used to cooking like Mama cooks, and so when I tell her people need accurate amounts in ounces, she's like, what you talking about?
Then I'm going to add 12 ounces of shredded coconuts. You just pour it all in there. And 2.5 cups of pecans that I have ground up. You're going to add a teaspoonful of vanilla flavoring. Let me find my teaspoon. There it goes.
Mama hasn't made these in a long
It's
time.
been years since when
She hasn't made these in forever.
And then 1 cup of Eagle brand milk, condensed sweetened milk.
And she talked about that earlier on the TikTok. The Eagle brand milk, the sweetened condensed milk, and the Gulf wax you can find in baking and canning.
Since the holidays is around the corner and everybody's wanting candy, this is about the best time to get started and showing you how to make it. So,
Ooh, look at all that, y'all.
and yes, I licked my finger.
Go wash your hands, Mama. You know how these people lose their mind.
Well, ain't nobody gonna need it but my family, and they know I'm clean. Now I'm gonna
Do
tell
we
you.
now? Do we now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you just take and you mix this. But now I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody always says, oh my gosh, she's got her hands in there. Yeah, I do. Because when you're mixing something like this is the best way to do it.
She ain't lying. She is
Because
not
you
lying.
have got to get this mixed up. Then it's got to be formed in balls. And after you get it formed in balls, you have got to chill it.
And Michelle, she specifically picked this recipe today. Thank you for these mats. This is what helped her decide on this recipe. So she loved that. That was real sweet.
Thank you so much for them. You've got to make sure that this is mixed up really good, because you've got to form them in a ball.
Mama, have you already, I was over here cutting stuff up. Have you already got all the ingredients in?
Yeah.
Okay. I always liked these because I like coconut. Not everybody does, but I always did. So
My children growing up always liked it when I made the candy, because I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't buy a lot of candy out through the year. They just didn't get it.
we did. We did not.
So
We didn't.
you just, Christmas time, Thanksgiving, and even around Halloween, people used to make candy. People would make candy, popcorn balls, and things like that for the trick-or-treaters. Well, you can't do that anymore.
No,
So
you can't.
that's the fun part of it. But you just can't. You have to really be careful.
So I know y'all can't see it, but with this double boiler right now, I've already got one bag of the chocolate chips in there, and I've got the wax in there, and I'm just watching it, and it's already starting to liquefy, and then I'll put the other bag in just a minute. Using one of Mama's with.
I'm gonna tell y'all now. I know y'all think I do a lot of talking, but sometimes when I go silent, it's cause I'm thinking. And I just try to make sure I have everything mixed up.
Uh-oh.
So,
I pushed down too far.
okay.
Let me remove that for just a minute. Get them mixing.
Okay, I'm fixing to wash my hands again.
Go wash your hands, Nanny.
Because I'm fixing to roll out some balls. When I was at my sister's for 2 weeks, I got out her recipe books because I knew she had some of my mama's old recipes. So, especially when it comes to cake and candy. So, now I'm going to take it, and all you're going to do is you're going to form it in a little ball. And you'll think, when you're making these things, and you keep forming, you're like, my goodness, will I ever get through forming these things? Because it does make a lot. But then too, there's a lot of people that make them. But now, if you have somebody that's allergic to coconut or pecans, you better let them know it before they eat it. But the pecans helps take a lot of the sweetness out of it, because they are sweet.
I like them even without the chocolate on them. They're
So,
pretty good.
But you just form them in little balls like this.
Mama, how old were you the first time you probably made these?
I don't know. You kids was little.
You didn't make them when you were a kid?
No.
Where'd you learn to make them?
Well, Mama gave me the recipe, and I had lost it. And
Oh, it with Granny's?
yeah,
Oh, did you get this recipe this weekend?
yeah.
Okay.
I went through her Tommy's recipe books because I knew that she had some of Mama's old recipes.
Right.
So, and I had made these. Mama had given me the recipe when all my children were little. And back then you think, well, you know, I can always get it again from Mama. But I'm going to tell you, if your mama ever gives you a recipe, hang on to it, because
Hey, ma'am, do you want to go outside?
she won't always be around to give you the recipe. So, but you just roll them, just like this.
Do you know where the recipe comes from?
I have no idea. My mama used to make them. My mama would make them when I was little, but you know, when you're little,
You don't think about it.
you don't get in the kitchen. You got other things you want to do. So
Yeah.
now, when you chill these just like this, because then when you dip them into the wax, into the chocolate once, cause it's chilled, The chocolate will make it, the coolness of the ball will make the chocolate
Harden up, right?
harden up better, along with all that Gulf wax.
Yeah.
And I do realize, yeah, they make chocolate that you don't have to do the Gulf wax with. But now, if you want old-fashioned recipes, this is the way you do it.
We know you can't eat like this all the time.
No.
Mm-mm. That's why y'all get like one recipe a week. Mama went this past week and stayed at her sister's house, well, for 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks, and you'd have thought I'd left the country.
She went and helped her sister because she had,
Total knee replacement.
that's right. So she went over there and took care of her. And I can imagine right now those two ladies sitting around on that back porch.
She wasn't able to do a whole lot of sitting on the back porch.
Well,
In the bedroom, she's got a recliner in her bedroom.
I bet there was some conversation and some gossip going on there.
Oh yeah, you know how it is. Okay. I got the real range stuff
Oh,
here.
I accidentally popped some chocolate off.
Huh?
Whew.
Open that refrigerator. I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator here to chill.
How long are you gonna chill them for?
They have to chill for at least a good hour.
Okay. But we're gonna, before they're finished chilling, we're actually gonna show you how to dip one in that hasn't chilled fully. Because with this wax, they'll still harden up the right way. It just won't be the same. You do want to
Yeah.
wait the hour though.
Yeah, you want to wait until they're chilled to.
But we're gonna show you how. Because they'll still be okay.
I guess, you know, you could, if you wanted to, eat these things without the chocolate, but the chocolate's just what makes it.
See, I like coconut. I don't have to have chocolate. I just like coconut. So I'm okay with eating them anyway, the way they are.
The wax in the chocolate is what helps hold it together.
I'm sorry, did I take one of your bites?
You did.
Mm-hmm. So they're good,
But
just like this.
have you got that melted?
It's almost melted. You calm down.
Well, I was gonna tell you to get over here and roll some.
I'm about to. Let me wash my hand.
I'm telling you, you got to see this. This makes a lot.
Oh, they're so good. But now, this is why I cut that wax up, because it takes forever for some of these big ones and these double boilers.
But I tell you what else these young'uns likes is them, what we call Buckeye balls. They take too much like a Reese's cup a million. You gotta like a Reese's cup, and I don't care for a Reese's cup.
Listen, this is not health food, okay?
No, I don't do
We
health
know.
food.
We know. It's not health food.
This is holiday food.
That's right. These nieces and nephews are excited about all these videos, man, because they're like, "Ooh, nanny." The brother-in-law is too. When she made that cornbread dressing, he was like, "Well, shoot you, I brought the whole dang family together, didn't it, Mama?"
Yeah.
He's like, "It's time."
You'd be surprised what cornbread dressing will do.
That's right. See, I make mine too big.
Make them as big as you want to, I
I'm
guess.
telling you, they're so good. Oh, these are so good. I had to fight with her to get her to make these, y'all. She wanted to make pies and stuff. And I'm like, make this first. And then when she saw these mats, she was like, all right. Because I never told her she got the mats. I wanted her to see them for the first time without knowing. You know, I knew what she got.
Well, I'm gonna tell you too. I have I'm gonna make a no-bake pumpkin pie. And it's good.
I want Mama to make her old-fashioned fried pies. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Just simple crust, fold them over, put some fruit in them,
You talking about
fry
like
them
that,
up.
that apple
Yes.
filling down there is
And see,
homemade?
last year I canned cranberries, and I want her to do some with cranberries. I love cranberries.
But
We got stuff for you to do, Nanny.
this recipe come out of an old craft magazine that they don't do this magazine anymore. So
Craft magazine.
yeah, it's an old magazine. It's laying over on my couch.
So while we're on here, let me tell y'all, one of my friends on TikTok today was talking about cookbooks. And I want to tell y'all about one Mama used to have. Y'all might have heard about it. It was called Pots, Pans, and Patience. Do you
I
remember
can't find that. My mama grabbed up that cookbook and I can't find it
Y'all,
nowhere.
all my life I wanted that cookbook. I wanted that cookbook. My whole life I wanted that cookbook because it was so full of old superstitions and stuff like that. Just an old cookbook. Oh, it stopped. Maybe it didn't. It didn't stop.
Did it stop?
No, it didn't stop. But old superstitions and old recipes. It was a handwritten cookbook, and oh man, can't find it. Can't find it.
I don't know. My mama said, she said that was her cookbook. I said, no, mama, that was mine. That was a wedding present.
You know how it is. You can't keep nothing in a family. Nobody knows where anything goes.
So
All of a sudden, the good stuff is gone, and nobody knows where it went.
I don't even know where it's at now. In fact, I did look at my sister's and see if she might have had it.
Did you?
No, she don't have
She
it.
hid it before you got there. You know
Probably
she did.
so.
You know she hid it before you got there.
I don't know.
She did. She hid that sucker. They know I want that cookbook.
Mm. I did like that cookbook.
I'm telling you. Love that cookbook.
So
I keep asking Mama if she's got more stories for y'all, but y'all, she's too embarrassed to share them.
well, I ain't embarrassed. I just
No?
don't have a lot of stories no more.
Whatever. I tell you what, here's a good one. Mama, tell me about that time that guy picked you up to give you a kiss.
I slapped him.
Well, we want to know the story, Nanny.
Well, we was visiting my cousin down in Florida. And, you know, back when I was growing up, grannies would tell you most anything. But my granny told me, she said, now listen, don't ever let a boy kiss you, because you'll get pregnant. Well, they don't. Back then, they didn't tell you the whole detail. So we was down at my cousin's, and I was probably about 4 feet tall, not much taller than what I am
How
now.
old were you?
12 of all things.
You weren't no 4 feet tall at 12, Mama. There's no way.
And
You exaggerating now.
no,
4 feet. You were not 4 feet tall at 12 years
how old was I? You know how tall I am now?
Did you stop growing at 13?
I did. I'm as tall as I am right now that I was in the 6th grade. 6th or 7th grade. I just quit growing. Don't ask me.
Well, I thought you were teeny tiny anyway. Anyway, back to the story. Why'd you slap
But
me for
anyway, we was me and my cousins and sisters and brothers. We was all walking down the road, just, you know, rocking and like young'uns do. And all of a sudden he stopped and grabbed me and picked me up, set me on his knee and kissed me. When he did, I slapped the crap out of him.
That's right.
And I went in the house. And Daddy, he asked me, he said, what's wrong with you, baby? I said, that boy out there kissed me, Daddy, and I don't want to get pregnant. Well, Daddy fell under the table. And he said, well, what did you do, baby? I said, I slapped him. And I said, but what really made me mad was the fact he picked me up to kiss me. I had nothing else to do with that boy.
That's right. Mm-mm.
So, but anyway, my daddy said, well, baby, I don't think you'll get pregnant. I said, well, Granny said I would. He like to fell under the table, laughing, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Sex education hadn't changed much, by the way.
They just didn't talk about it back then. Everything was supposed to be a surprise. Well, it was a surprise, all right.
That's like them telling us about how wonderful it was when we finally became a woman, huh, Mama?
Well,
Well,
I didn't ever tell you that.
that's true. She didn't.
No, I did not.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
But that's why we like chocolate, right?
That's it. I love me some chocolate. All righty.
So this is almost completely melted down. It's not 100%. By the time these are chilled, it will be. But we are going to show you how to dip these in on a few little places. Mama, don't you have some parchment paper or something?
Yeah,
behind you?
open this refrigerator before I drop all these balls on the floor.
Oh no, you got too much stuff in your fridge, Nanny. Move. I got you. Okay.
Well, I have to make sure I have stuff
For the babies.
for the babies and for the young'uns if they might need some. So that's just the way life goes.
That's just the way it is.
Alrighty, so now you let all that chill.
Alright, let's go ahead.
And if y'all make them, let me know how they turn out for you.
Well, we're actually going to show y'all on here how to dip some of these first before we get done. So, let me put this over here for the double boiler. And that way, y'all can see. Alright, now, real quick, I am going to pull this off the stove. So, alright, if you'll look, you can see there's still a little bit of that wax. It's not completely melted in there, but it's enough for what we're going to show you how to do it.
Now I have a spoon that has holes in it.
Some people use like shish kebabs or skewers because by the time they're chilled, they're not going to fall apart on you anyway.
But I just take and I just dip it down. Just like that. And see, it hardens.
You can do a couple more.
See, it's going to be hard. Wait, I'm too close.
You too close.
It's going to be hard on there. But it's really, really good.
Now,
But the longer you let them chill, the better the chocolate will stick to them.
and then you can also, like I said, with a shish kebab or something.
Yeah, you can do it that
You
way.
can do it with a fork. And then just slide it out. But they usually are kind of prettier if you just use the slotted spoon or the shish kebab. So just whatever you got, and that'll be fine. And then they're already hardened up. So see, it's not even melted yet. We'll let that chill. And then, oh, Nanny's over here burning, and y'all didn't hear it, but she almost cussed. I heard her.
No.
Yes, you did. I heard her.
But now,
Mm-hmm.
when the other ones chill, then I will coat the rest of them. But for holidays, I'm telling you, these things are good.
Fantastic, y'all.
You're like, I will never hardly ever get these things rolled up, but you will.
No, they're simple, super easy recipe.
Yeah, this is super easy.
I mean, this one, anybody can do this. I don't know. This is probably going to be backwards, but I'm going to read out the ingredients to you again. 1 stick of butter, 32 ounces of confectionate sugar, 12 ounces of coconut flakes, 2.5 cups of pecans, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 10-ounce bags of chocolate chips, 1 cup of Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk, and 1 container, I think it was 16 ounces of the Gulf wax. You're going to use the whole container,
Yeah,
and that's pretty much it.
but they are good. You can
They
eat
are.
your weight in gold in these things.
They are very, very good. They are a cheat day treat only for some of us, but man, if they ain't fine.
But they're sweet.
We also wanted to thank Miss Karen again. She is on Facebook and under Tuck Karen on TikTok for sending Mama some new measuring cups, her new mixing bowl, and
I appreciate
spatula.
I appreciate all of it.
That's right. And Miss Michelle, we thank you so much
Yes, I do.
for those mats. Those are nice. Probably want to end up at my house.
Yeah,
right
the
now.
young ones will come down and borrow them.
I mean, you know.
Theirs is about wore out, they'll say. Can I use yours, Mama?
Well, she'd just do all the cooking. We wouldn't need to.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. That's like, you know, I got a instant pot for Christmas, but I'm gonna tell you, I
I
don't.
bought it for her.
Yeah.
It ain't been down here like twice.
Yeah,
So
I really don't know how to cook on them things.
love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. I love you.